Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you how I make my jerk pork for dinner time, and I'm going to do that by showing you how I use homemade jerk seasoning. This is the jerk seasoning that I made in my last video. So I'm going to go ahead and use it and show you guys how you can use your own homemade jerk seasoning to make delicious pork chops or delicious jerk chicken or whatever protein you want to use, and you want a little jerk spiciness in there. I'm going to show you how I do that using my pork chops, which I have here for dinner. My homemade jerk seasoning that I shared in my last video. I'm going to link this video, so if you missed this video, you can just click and see how I made my homemade jerk seasoning. If you're finding it difficult to find the jerk seasoning off the shelf in the grocery store, so I'm going to go ahead today and use my homemade jerk seasoning for my jerk pork today. All right, guys, let's go. I have my pork here. I'm just going to go ahead and use my jerk seasoning to season. Oh my gosh, guys, I just opened up the jar and the spiciness of the Scotch bonnet pepper just went right up my nose. Just going to sprinkle, and you do not need any salt beforehand, guys, because in this jerk seasoning we already added salt, so there's plenty of salt already in this jerk seasoning. Just going to go ahead and turn it on the other side. Make sure it's nice and coated on both sides. And you're making jerk pork, guys, so please do not be stingy with the seasoning. Especially if you're going to have some cocktails along with your jerk pork, you want that extra spice. I'm just going to rub it in. It's nice and coated on both sides. Okay, guys, that's it. Okay, guys, so I just turned on my heat. I have my skillet on here. Go ahead and add a little butter. I'm just waiting for it to get nice and hot. This is what you want. You want the pot or your skillet to be nice and hot. I have a few sprigs of thyme. Just going to brush that in here. Oh, it smells so good. Okay, my skillet is nice and hot. I'm going to go ahead and add my chops to that. And I'm just going to let it to get nice and cooked on one side before I flip it over. And as you notice, guys, I'm just letting it cook and I'm just letting it do its thing. I'm not touching it, I'm not pressing down on it because I want all the juices to stay in there. When you press on it, all the juices will just run right out of there and you do not want that. So try to avoid pressing down on it. Just put it in there and just let it cook. Just let it do what it's supposed to do. I'm just going to slide this one over a little bit. But I'm not squeezing, I'm not doing anything to it. I'm just moving it over. If you need to move it over, slide it over to make some space. Just let it cook. And look how beautiful the jerk seasoning is on there. So I'm going to go ahead and flip it over. Okay, this looks good. Some more butter. So I'm just infusing the thyme in there. Going to put the rest of my chops in here. I'm going to give it a few minutes on each side. Okay, I'm just going to turn it over. It's been a few minutes on this side. I'm going to turn it over. Beautiful. Beautiful, guys. Beautiful. And it smells so good. I can't wait to eat. Okay guys, I'm going to turn off my heat. Look how beautiful this is, guys. So beautiful. All done. My jerk pork chops. Smells so delicious. I can smell the jerk seasoning, the aroma of the jerk. Beautiful. And I'm going to go ahead and serve this with my cowboy caviar that I made last week. Guys, there's also a video on how I make this cowboy caviar. I will link it in this video. So if you guys would like to see the video of how I make this cowboy caviar, just go ahead and click on that video. But it's delicious and it goes perfectly with jerk pork chops, guys. So this is what I'm going to serve it up with. Pork chops and cowboy caviar. Perfect pairing, delicious. And now guys, for a taste test, because you cannot cook without your taste test. The pork is nice and tender, beautifully cooked. So good. Guys, look how beautiful. Perfectly cooked. The jerk seasoning is perfect on there. It's not too salty. It has the right amount of spice. Jerk pork chops and my cowboy caviar. Here it is, guys. Jerk pork, delicious, flavorful, easy, quick. I think it took me about 15 minutes from start to finish. And also, I'm going to link how I make my homemade jerk seasoning along with how I make my cowboy caviar. I'm going to link it along with this video of how I make my jerk pork chops. So you guys can check it out if you guys did not see the video on how I made my cowboy caviar or how I made my jerk seasoning at home. So beautiful. Guys, it is so delicious. I'm going to have it along with my cowboy caviar. Look how beautiful my cowboy caviar is. Beautiful, quick, simple, inexpensive. So we've come to the end of another video. Thank you so much for joining me. It was an honor showing you today how I make my jerk pork from my homemade jerk seasoning. Leave me a comment in the comment section, guys, if you are going to try this recipe. It is beautiful, it's delicious, it is spicy, it has the kick, it is perfect jerk. This video was helpful. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see more videos like this, please subscribe, like, where it will be my honor to bring you more videos like this. Until the next video, guys, thank you for spending this time with me. Thank you for stopping and clicking on this video. Until the next time, bye.